How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have another battle with the Haxorus team. Hopefully it goes well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we have a battle versus Mob, also known as Just Mob, on the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. Looking at the team, we've got a Bishop, we've got a Screamtail, a Tatsugiri, Poltergeist, Orthworm, and the Iron Fawns. Pretty solid looking team. So we're going to watch out for the Orthworm, that's for sure. So I think Haxorus will actually do really well here because close combat on Bishop. If we go into a Steel type, we'll take no, we don't resist Sucker Punch, but we'll still be able to do some decent damage. Close combat, Iron Head to Terrestrialize Steel on the Tigglybuff's gonna be nice. Dragon Claw on the Tatsugiri. Close combat on the Orthworm and the Iron Fawns, and then Poltergeist, of course, we just got to deal with where and when it happens because that thing's a monster. T-Tar should be able to handle it though, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my... I think they lead Orthworm, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Jolteon. They don't have any ground type, so we can just go ahead and Volt Switch anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. And the battle begins, so Mob over there is going to lead off with Cherry, which is the Tigglybuff. I like that nickname, Cherry, that's a cool one. Anyway, we led off with Jolteon, they led off with this thing. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch right off the bat just because we outspeed anyway, we don't need to reveal a Choice Scarf or anything like that, so that's absolutely fine. Volt Switch comes through, are we going to do any damage? Probably not, nope, there we go, there's the damage. There's the damage output, so they don't go for a Thunder Wave here, they probably go for a Reflect or something like that, or a Light Screen. So I'm half inclined to go into Haxorus and just Terrestrialize into a Steel type off the bat. I might also go into my own Screamtail just so we can get the Reflect and Light Screen up. I think that's actually a good idea, going into our own Screamtail, because they don't know what we're going to do. They have an idea of what we're going to do. I mean, they have their own. They go for a Wish. Absolutely fine. I'm not doing any damage anyway, so you can go for a Wish all you want. As they do reveal they have Leftovers, which is interesting, so that's a good one. They probably hard switch into Orthworm right now, so I'm going to go for a Reflect first. They're going to withdraw Cherry. Are they going to go into Orthworm? Orthworm's going to have some Shed Tail shenanigan, which we need to watch out for. Sausage is definitely Orthworm. There it is, the big steel dong. Let's go for a Reflect real quick. There we go. Reflect is going to help a lot. They probably Shed Tail into something like the Poltergeist right now, so I can't really switch out. So I'm going to go for a Light Screen real quick. There we go. Get the Light Screen off. There we go. Nicely done. As they probably just Stealth Rock or Shed Tail here. So they go for a Stealth Rock first, which makes absolute sense. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I can't really do any damage to this thing, so we're going to have to switch out. I'm going to go into my Jolteon, I think. No, because they either go for an Iron Head or a Shed Tail here, right? So we can go for the Jolteon switch, and that way we can, you know, outspeed whatever it is they Shed Tail into and break the sub. Provided it's not the Iron Fawn. So we'll go into Boltsy, the Jolteon, as they do go for the Spikes, which is a good one. Spikes is a good one here, so Spikes is fine. We can handle Spikes. Now I need to do enough damage to where they can't Shed Tail, so I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here and hope that it does enough damage so they can't Shed Tail. And they probably switch into Iron Fawns, to be fair. So they are going to withdraw Sausage. What are they going to go into, though? And we can get the Donphan in to go for a nice and powerful Rapid Spin. They're going to go into Cherry. Cherry, the whatever you call it, the Screamtail. We get a Volt Switch off, nice and damage. Always like to have some damage off on that thing. As we can go into Donphan now and get a Rapid Spin off. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know for a fact they're going to go into Poltergeist. I know for a fact they're going to go into a Poltergeist right now. So I'm inclined to go for a knockoff. As they're going to get some Leftovers recovery as well, which is really frustrating. Not really frustrating. I'm joking. So I'm going to go for a knockoff. I think knockoff is the best play. I think they go into Poltergeist here to block a Rapid Spin. So I'm going to go straight for the knockoff and hopefully we catch that thing on the switch. They're going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, which is fair enough. Dazzling Gleam's not going to do too much damage through the Light Screen. Knockoff's going to do minimal damage as well. We do knock off their Leftovers though, which is great. As this turn, I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin to get rid of these Stealth Rocks and Spikes because it's clear they're not going to switch into the Poltergeist now. They use Encore. Interesting. So Encore comes through. We can't Rapid Spin now. We must do an Encore, which is where we go for a knockoff again, which is really unfortunate. So they probably go for a Wish now. So I'm inclined to go into Haxorus and get off a nice and powerful Iron Head. Haxorus does a lot to this team. Haxorus does a lot. So I'm going to go into Haxorus. I'm going to go into Haxorus real quick because they definitely go for a wish now, right? They definitely go for a wish now. So we'll go into Blade real quick. There we go. Nice and shiny Haxorus, which is great. Stones and Spikes are going to dig in, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they don't go for a Dazzling Gleam here. We're going to break the mold as they're going to go for a Wish, which makes sense. So Wish comes through. Wish comes through. We are going to Terrestrialize now and go for a Dragon Dance. We're going to try and set up on this thing right now. There we go. We're going to Terrestrialize into a Steel type. We can take a Dazzling Gleam from this thing, no problem. Not a problem. No problem whatsoever. No problem. We can only go for one Dragon Dance though, because if we go for more, they're just going to Encore us. So we have to go for one Dragon Dance and go for the... We outspeed as well, which is interesting. So Dragon Dance comes through. Hopefully they don't go for an Encore. That'd be awkward. They go for a Dazzling Gleam. That's going to do minimal damage to us. It actually does 9 damage, which is crazy. As the Wish does come through, which is great for them. Reflect is going to wear off, which is unfortunate, but we are in a prime position right now. So I'm going to go for an Iron Head real quick, and hopefully we can get this taken out. They're going to withdraw Cherry. They're probably going to go into Orthworm right now, which would make sense. They go into Cutlery. Wow, right. Okay, Cutlery. I get it. So Iron Head comes through. Should do a lot of damage to this thing. Does decent damage, to be fair. As the Light Screen does wear off this turn. So they can probably go for a Sucker Punch right now, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to smack this thing in the face with a Close Combat right now. They go for a Sucker Punch. Does a lot of damage, but not enough to get the KO, as we can go for a Close Combat now and take out the Bisharp, which is absolutely amazing. So Bisharp goes down, and now we don't have to worry about priority anymore because they don't have any more priority moving using Pokemon. In comes Sausage. This thing's definitely going to body press us into oblivion. I'm confident that we can do a lot of damage with Close Combat. We're definitely not KOing this thing though, and I think we're better off. Do I need Haxorus for anything else? I think we're better off just going for it. So let's go for the Close Combat anyway, despite the damage they're going to do. They do Terrestrialize. Oh no, what type are they going to Terrestrialize into? What type are they Terrestrializing into right now? A Ghost type. I did not expect that at all. It makes sense though, because it makes it so that you can't Rapid Spin on it. But that thing being a Ghost type is going to be problematic. So they do unfortunately not affect him. They go for a Body Press. It's going to take us out. Didn't expect it. That's the beauty of Terrestrialization though. You can turn a battle around. You can turn a battle around. You can turn a battle around, no problem. So with them being a Ghost type though, we could go into... no, we can't because they've got Body Press. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. It's going to hurt a lot. So we could go Donphan, we could go Knockoff. Knockoff's a good idea. The Scream Tail is weakened, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I think we go Donphan. I think we go Donphan and go Knockoff. I think that's our best bet. Go Knockoff. We can knock off their potential healing item. We can't Rapid Spin on this thing, but we can go for a Knockoff. They go for a Shed Tail, which is unfortunate that they outsped us. That's going to lower their health though, so we did get some damage off on them somehow. Which is absolutely fine by me. Gives them a free switch into whatever they want though, and I'm thinking they go into the Poltergeist. Now luckily, Poltergeist isn't as big of a threat because we don't have to worry about the Tera Blast fighting because they've already done it. So they're going to go into Ketchup, which is going to be the Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri is a good one. It's going to get a Substitute off. We get a Knockoff off, which is great. That should break the Substitute, no problem. As there we go, the Substitute fades. So that's it down. They probably set up here. Probably set up. I'm going to go Scream Tail. And I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin. We can definitely take a hit from this thing, no problem. Anyway, we're going to withdraw our Donphan. We're going to go into the Scream Tail, who can take a hit, no problem. There we go. There we go. So anyway, Stealth Rocks and Spikes are going to dig in. And with that being said, the Tatsugiri is going to go for a Rapid Spin. And we're going to be able to get off a Thunder Wave on it, no problem. So we'll go for a Thunder Wave real quick. Anyway, they go for a Nasty Plot. Now, us getting the Thunder Wave off is going to be important. It's going to stop this thing from sweeping us. As we do hit the Thunder Wave, which is nice. There we go. Which means we should outspeed the next turn as well. So that's absolutely great. They get Nasty Plot off, which is terrifying though. That's the terrifying thing. So we're going to go for a Light Screen because we can definitely eat up a hit from this thing, no problem with a Light Screen, even after Nasty Plot. Light Screen comes through. And I think Light Screen's the only one we really need to worry about right now. So they go for a Surf. Let's see how much damage that's doing through Light Screen. Not a lot of damage, see? So we can go for a Dazzling Gleam now and get some damage off on this thing. Dazzling Gleam comes through. Nearly 2 shots to Tatsugiri, not quite enough as they go for another Rapid Spin to try and build the speed back up. That speed boost has just took them back to neutral, so that's absolutely amazing. We go for another Dazzling Gleam here though. Dazzling Gleam comes through. Nearly takes out the Tatsugiri as they go for a Surf. We're having Tatsugiri problems, we're having Sushi problems. Nearly takes us out with that as we go for another Dazzling Gleam and we should outspeed here. So there we go, Dazzling Gleam comes through. That's going to take out the Tatsugiri. Absolutely amazing. So great to see, great to see, great to see. In comes the Iron Fawns. So this is where things get problematic. They're going to get a booster energy drive, which is going to be really terrifying. Boost their attack to even further levels. We're going to have to go for a Reflect here. There we go, Reflect comes through. That's going to help us dish out some, take some damage a bit better as they do go for the Dragon Dance, which is really scary. That's quite terrifying, actually. Dragon Dance Iron Fawns is a very big threat. Very big threat. It's one of the best Dragon Dancers in the UU tier right now. We'll go for a Dazzling Gleam and just let them take us out. They go for another Dragon Dance. Oh, if I had Encore, that'd be so much better. That'd be so much better if we had Encore. But we can handle this, no problem. We can definitely handle this. With the Reflector, we can definitely handle this. I'm going to go for another Dazzling Gleam here. They're probably going to start piling on Dragon Dancers. Yep, they're setting up to sweep. They're setting up to sweep. No doubt in my mind they're setting up to sweep right now. We just have to go for a Dazzling Gleam. To keep getting damage off. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do here. We've got 5 party members left. We'll Reflect up. We can definitely take a hit from this thing. They go for a Wild Charge. That's going to take out Tigglybuff. No problems there. As down it goes. So what's our best option here? What's our best option for this thing? I would say the Light Screen wore off, which is unfortunate. I would say Slowbro is probably the best option. I would say Slowbro is the best option. They're +3, but I am confident that after a Reflect, Slowbro can definitely take this thing out. Or live a hit. I'm confident we can live a Wild Charge. I'm confident. Let's go for the Body Press and find out. Wild Charge comes through. We don't live, unfortunately, as it was a critical hit. I can't believe it. We got critted. That was our one chance. That was our one chance. And I just can't believe it. So we'll go into Donphan. Donphan was probably a better option anyway. We don't need Slowbro. We don't need Slowbro for this. We don't need Slowbro. We don't. So Donphan can definitely live a hit from this thing. We go for an EQ. Unless, of course, they have some sort of coverage move for ground types. But I don't think they do. They have Earthquake, which is probably going to crit us again. Doesn't crit us, but it still KOs even through the Reflect. Oh, Lord, and Iron Fawns is sweeping us right now. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy, 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 Lord. Let's go into Tyranitar. Tyranitar's probably our best bet now. Tyranitar's probably our best bet. I don't think we live an Earthquake from this thing, though, because we are specially defensive. We're not physically defensive. Let's go for the Crunch and find out. You go for an EQ. Look how much smaller it is than Tyranitar as well. We don't live, unfortunately, even through the Reflect, as that is unfortunate. As now we go Jolteon. And Jolteon is our last hope. Unfortunately, the Sandstorm's up, so Shadow Ball's not going to KO. That's the unfortunate part. So we go for a Shadow Ball. We're probably not going to outspeed. No, we're not. Even Choice Scarf, Jolteon can't outspeed a +3 Iron Fawns. Probably my fault. I should have just switched out straight away into Donphan. I shouldn't have let it set up like I did. Definitely shouldn't let it set up like I did. But you know what? We live and learn. These are mistakes I made. I'm still going to upload this battle because at the end of the day, I made a mistake. I should have gone straight into the Donphan. I should have set up the Reflect, gone straight into the Donphan. That's what I should have done. But I know that. I know that in my mind. I know that. I know that. But anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Please no hate in the comments because it's annoying. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.